The Chelmsford For You podcast in association with Radio Chelmsford. Get involved, comment, like and share.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's myself, Will Richards, back once again with
Sara Tupper.
And we have got another audio-only podcast for you because, well...
We're treating you.
We're treating you. we don't want you to see us in this state. Honestly, I speak for myself.
Only. No, it is true. And obviously, we can't get out and about at the moment, can we?
Exactly. But we're still here for you, and we've got some very interesting topics. We're talking specifically about local business, mainly local independent businesses that have launched and started and had a ballsy approach to creating themselves during the whole pandemic within the last 12 months. It hurts me to say 12 months.
I know.
But
it's
it is
scary,
what it is.
Isn't it?
So let's start off with the two joint category.
Yeah.
Pie and mash.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? We've spent all these years waiting for pie and mash in Chelmsford, and then...
Buses.
Right at the start, or no.
They're like buses. They all come at one. They come very, 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 very close to each other, within a month of each other.
It's quite recently as well, wasn't it? I think it was towards the end of last year.
Exactly. So you've got Robins, which is on the high street opposite Poundland, British Heart Foundation, and the Meadows, where Sole Trader used to be. Exactly is their location, which looks beautiful, and equally beautiful is F.Cook on Molsham Street opposite the farm shop.
Yeah,
that's the green one. Robins is black and white, and F.Cook is green and gold. That's how I see them. Very, very similar business. They're both exactly the same, pie and mash. Both very popular in London.
I am going to admit something now.
Go on. Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say. Go on.
I've never had pie and mash. Proper. I've obviously had pie and mash, but I haven't had pie, mash and liquor.
I don't know. Liquor is parsley sauce.
Okay.
Liquor is... Listen, I mean, I am going to judge you for that because everyone should have at some point had the old British staple that is pie, mash and liquor.
I will accept that judging.
Well, where we are, our studio is seconds away from F.Cook's and Robins. We're pretty much in the town centre, so...
Are they both offering click and collect takeaways?
Yeah. They're both open. I went to get a coffee from the farm shop and I saw F.Cook's is open.
Well,
I went to get your coffee from the farm shop. I just realised what I said, and I just realised that. But
thank you.
So we will try and review in a fully comprehensive review of both F.Cook's and Robins. I'll have one, you have the other.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then.
Well, no, that's not a good idea.
We both need to have one of each.
Yeah, and this is why we're audio.
Yeah, because we're too fat.
We need to try all of the restaurants.
We should really try Moto Pizza again. Do you know the last? There was a 30-second segment of you just explaining how much Moto Pizza you'd had in the last podcast.
I know.
30 seconds is what I edited it down to. It was 30 minutes originally.
I just love pizza.
Just reading off the menu you'd had.
Well, I'm sorry, but what else is there to do during lockdown than eat food?
Exercise.
Okay.
Amazing. No, but you are right. It's a difficult time. Anyway, so you've got the two pie and mash shops.
Yep.
Shops, F.Cook's and Robins. But, I mean, we can probably both agree there is a front runner in the most popular I know of the moment that has just opened within the whole restaurant industry during lockdown.
I know
how far they've come.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm going to agree with you because I don't think we can talk about businesses that have thrived during lockdown without talking about Fête.
Exactly. And I mean, Fête, Gray's Yard currently.
They started off with a truckload, didn't they?
Started off with a Fête vintage van.
That was it, Fête vintage van.
And it was unbelievable. I often got a coffee from, they had a location at Molsham Street.
Yeah. Just
at the top. And they were also in Beauty Park as well.
Oh, okay.
They were in Beauty Park. Yeah, they parked over. I don't know whereabouts.
So did they have two vans or were they different days?
Different days.
Okay.
They didn't have two vans. Right, how do we get
Big
two places at
now.
once? Yeah. We just started franchising out our vans. No, they
right, you say that, but Old Ruse Coffee that used to be at the train station.
Oh, right, okay.
They were a coffee van that used to be based at the station. They had one at Freeport. I think that's still there. Coffee at Ruse.
What, is that a franchise?
No, but they had more than one. It was a small independent business where they just had a couple of little trucks.
I don't think I remember that. I know Pacino's was up there.
That's in the actual station. The Ruse coffee truck was outside the back door by the taxi rank.
Oh, I was a front door guy.
Ah, that's why.
I was a front doorer.
You missed out.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Always be back door.
So, Fête Graveyard are smashing it.
Yeah. Have you had their takeaway
Yes,
night?
I did. I missed the first one.
What was that one? The Middle Eastern one?
Middle Eastern Moroccan-y night, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then I managed to get on with great difficulty because I sell out quickly, but I got onto the Thai night.
See, I'm not a massive lover of Thai. It's a little bit too fragrant for me. However,
You're more of a scampi and chips person.
I don't like scampi.
Too fragrant.
Just chips.
Just chips, please. Nothing
No,
else.
No.
Beige food. You like beige food?
Well, everybody likes beige food.
Whoa, no. I disagree. Oh, no, okay, no, I do agree. But if you said to me, do you want a plate of beige or do you want some Thai cuisine? Do you want Fête's...
I was going to say, who's Fête?
Fête, yeah, not Fête, sorry. Do you want Fête's panna cotta, which is Thai basil and raspberry and passion fruit panna cotta? There's so many P's, I couldn't keep up myself there.
I
I'm
just
obviously
think
gonna
it
go for the panna
depends on
cotta.
the situation.
What's the situation?
Well, firstly, you
Dinner?
might be hungover.
What's wrong with the panna cotta if you're hungover?
It's too much. You need beige.
What? Give me your ideal beige.
Like chicken nuggets and chips. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. No, you're not though.
Oh,
I
what are
can see
you
it in your
thinking
eyes.
by beige?
Turkey dinosaurs, turkey twizzlers,
Yeah.
chips, beans.
They're back.
Who?
Turkey Twizzlers.
Yeah, but apparently they're nowhere near as good.
Oh, are they not?
They've taken out all the stuff that could have harmed you,
Oh.
which tasted good though.
Yeah. It's
God's sake,
it.
Jamie. Ruined my childhood now.
The worst thing to come out of Essex.
Unbelievable. And I think that there was... Do you know what?
They did a Greek night. This is where I was going.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Thai, but they did a Greek night the week before, and I love Greek food. I
Well,
love
that's very
Turkish
fragrant.
Food.
The Turkish food is the best.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern food is, I personally believe, this is just my opinion, the best cuisine in the world. Because it suits everyone.
I wouldn't disagree with you there, actually.
That's the first time.
We don't agree on many things.
No,
but
no,
food.
namely food. I think, in fact, the only things we've ever disagreed on are food and drink.
It's
Sorry,
the only
no, we've
thing we
ever
ever
agreed
talk
on.
about.
Yeah, well, there is that. Yeah, no, I think Middle Eastern food. I love. Forgive me, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gyros.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
The chips and the meat of
Yeah.
your choice, or vegetarian.
Yeah.
Halloumi.
I think we're really lucky in Chelmsford because we've got quite a selection of like Middle Eastern restaurants.
We've got loads. One of my favourites posted, a Turkish restaurant, posted a status on Facebook saying, basically saying, "Till we see you again." Now, I don't know if that meant they were never opening again or just in the current situation, it's maybe more beneficial to them to take on some form of support and not open than it is to open and not receive any form of support. And that was Turquoise.
Turquoise Kitchen.
I love
lovely.
them. I love that place.
They do a good lunchtime set menu.
Yeah, and there's a new one called Hyansi, I believe,
Oh, where's
which
that?
is. Do you remember Ziyaret,
Yeah.
which on Victoria Road?
I was
That is
gonna
now
say,
changed.
Oh, okay. Because I really like there. I didn't realise they'd changed.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's changed ownership or they've decided to change their name. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But apparently that's really good. And then you've got. Do you know what really surprises me? On Molsham Street is Rosa's Kebab.
Okay.
It's just you can never. It's not a restaurant. It's just a mini
Kebab
takeout kebab shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the kebab shop you'd have. I'm sure they do
At
the
4
stuff.
a.m..
Yeah, it's not a 4 a.m. kebab. It's if you want to eat nice kebab, it's really really good.
Yeah.
And then you've also now got Chelmsford Takeaway, which is on Duke Street.
Yeah.
They have got a full Middle Eastern section of their menu, if you like.
Okay.
In fact, 99% of their menu is that, and then you've got your beige bits on the side.
Yeah.
Your favourites?
No, I like the Middle Eastern bit. I'm just saying there's a need for beige.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should leave that in your wardrobe.
Okay.
Just beige, I mean. Anyway, so there's a few other businesses as well. Speaking, do you know what? I was actually going to I had a fantastic segue for this.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Fête because, number one, their portion size was perfect. Finished everything. And it was like the perfect amount. Wasn't left hungry whatsoever.
Or did you feel full?
What do you mean?
Like huge portions where you feel stuffed?
No. Like, I ate it, enjoyed it, and ate everything.
Yeah.
And wasn't like, ugh. It was just like the perfect amount.
That is good.
That's a talent too.
It is. There's not many restaurants that do that.
No, exactly.
I'm either an all or nothing kind of girl.
Yeah, I can't walk afterwards, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now speaking of that, this leads me on to the next independent that was created and started based on portion sizes.
Oh.
Refill.
Yeah.
So Refill on Bond Street.
They are. Yeah.
They are. If you don't know, get to know, because they're an amazing concept, and it's the first in Chelmsford, I believe. Only in Chelmsford at the moment.
Yeah, only in Chelmsford at the moment. There's a few dotted around. Obviously not Refill, but similar shops. They're they're refilling stations, aren't they?
So for example, if this evening I fancied a pasta of my choice, rather than going and purchasing a 2 kilo, 5 kilo, whatever it is, kilogram or gram bag of pasta, I can go and individually purchase 2 portions, take it home and cook it. But that goes for everything. It goes for shampoo, conditioner, hand soap. It goes for hundreds, all of their items, and fresh produce as well. Yeah,
I think places like that are going to become more and more popular because people are becoming more aware of the environment and climate change and all these things, impact with plastic and packaging. So you take your own containers and you fill there. You can buy ones there as well if you haven't got any containers, and then you can obviously just bring them back and refill, hence the name. But
so take a left. If you're coming from town centre, you're going past Hotel Chocolat, you're going past Dr. Martin's, where Timberland used to be, you're going past Tiptree Jam.
Yeah.
If you take a left when you get to John Lewis, take a left past the amphitheatre. Amphitheatre, not amphitheatre, that's where you get amputated. Amphitheatre.
If you're heading from the town centre down Bond Street, when you get to John Lewis, hook a left and it's there.
Hook a left, she says. The most common. Hook a left, you'd be right there, no problem.
It's probably an easier way of explaining it than you listing every single shop in Bond Street.
Or there is that. Or take a right down Waterloo Lane.
Yeah, but you don't really walk down.
No, you drive, park in the car park at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is an option for you as well. We've also got a couple of, the brand new one, I say brand new, the newer one on where Starbucks used to be, Venice Gelato.
Venice Gelato. I haven't been there yet, but I really want to go.
It looks, they've got an extensive ice cream and, not ice cream, gelato menu. Gelato, I believe the main difference being a better quality of cream is used to make the ice cream.
Is that the difference?
Yeah.
Do you know
what? While you carry on, I'm going to find out.
So Venice Gelato were originally, or they still are, in Malden, so not too far away. But the family that own the restaurant there have decided to branch out and open a second location right here on Chelmsford High Street, which I think is amazing. And I believe they are still open for delivery, click and collect as well.
Okay. Well, it's the middle of the high street. You get loads of stuff on Deliveroo and Uber Eats and that sort of thing. Okay. I've got the answer.
Go on.
Right. This is the Wikipedia definition of gelato. The difference between gelato and ice cream. Gelato is a popular frozen dessert of Italian origin. Gelato typically contains 70% less air and more flavouring than other frozen desserts.
Oh, there we
go. So that's primarily why it's so much creamier and thicker and... It is lovely. Oh, Sarah, honestly, it's lovely. Have you ever had chocolate gelato and then compare that to any chocolate, even your cart doors? Unbelievable. It's like cold melted chocolate.
Okay, so is this what we're going to do after the pie and mash?
After the pie and mash, just after we've had Moto Pizza, we're going to have gelato. And we're going to
Ice cream.
Yeah, gelato ice cream. And then once we've done that, we're going to head over to the Garrison.
We are.
And we're going to have burgers, wings and ribs.
Yeah, so you were telling me about this, which obviously the Garrison opened last year, didn't it, on Super Saturday or whatever we called it.
Yeah.
The first day we were allowed back out again after lockdown.
Yeah.
Which, amazing that they would open particularly a hospitality
venue at this time of year as well, yeah. It's difficult in both aspects of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they've done well.
And the Garrison, for anyone that doesn't know, is where Saracen's Head Hotel is. Used to be the old D Place.
I was going to say, if you're really old, it used to be D Place.
All right, cheers. Back in my day, it was D Place. It is now the Garrison. and it is a Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
themed
Peaky
pub.
Blinders themed bar.
Sorry.
But it's obviously at the moment shut to the public.
Yeah,
However, out of their beautiful brand new sparkly kitchen, they have created burgers, wings, and ribs. As it says on the tin, it's just a beautiful menu of burgers, wings, and ribs available on Deliveroo and Just Eat UK. I can't wait to give it a go. It literally was created only a few days ago.
I saw the name pop up, but I hadn't had a chance to look at it. And then obviously you told me today that it was from the Garrison, which again, yeah, I think it's amazing. They've adapted.
I'm going to show. I know no one else can see this, but that's one of their burgers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For anyone that...
I mean, that's a pint glass next to it.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So that is, that burger's about half a foot tall. That's insane.
Can you collect from there, or do you have to order for delivery?
I don't know.
Because after seeing that picture, I'm just wondering whether or not to
Have a
put my
wander down
order
there.
in,
Yeah.
walk up and pick it up and take it home. Not having curry tonight, kids.
It's delivery only.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Social distancing collection. Available from the
perfect.
Garrison. 3 at the High Street, Chelmsford, CM1, 1DE. Delta Echo.
Lovely.
So there you go. That is burgers, wings and ribs. But there's also another place that is doing something very similar, and that is the Wheat Sheaf.
Yeah.
The Wheat Sheaf have now got a brand new business called Bull and Bird, American-style indulgence, again via Deliveroo, the home of the Big Night In combo.
This is what I absolutely love, because the hospitality industry has taken an absolute battering in the last 12 months. There's no denying it. Pubs, bars, restaurants, clubs, they've just shut their doors. But the fact that there are some pubs and bars in Chelmsford that, as I say, have adapted during these times and set up like sister companies where they can still trade with food and different brands. I love it. I
100%.
absolutely love it.
And their food equally looks beautiful.
It does.
They've got...
What was that again? Say the name again.
Bull and Bird.
Bull and Bird.
On Deliveroo. American-style indulgence.
Going back to what you were saying about the burgers, wings and ribs, there is someone else that we need to talk about in Chelmsford.
Oh, okay.
Shwings.
Okay. Now here we are. Now I'm in my element. I used to absolutely adore when we were allowed out into the public world. Shwings do a all-you-can-eat Tuesday. You choose your wing of choice and just hammer away until you can't eat anymore. And it was brilliant value.
I think we've had this conversation before, because traditionally I've never been a wings kind of gal, because in my head I just think these are like tiny little fiddly things where you get like one mouthful of food out of it and done. But I've been told that I'm just eating the wrong.
You're not eating enough. No, I mean, it's about the way you eat them. So there's two different wings. There's flaps, which is that wing,
Okay.
which is the one you have to kind of pull apart
Yeah.
to open up. I know no one can see this, I'm sorry. But you have the wing that's just basically the elbow socket in the middle, which is kind of what that is. And then you have like what I call the lollipop wing,
Right.
which has 2 bones in it, like
Yeah.
that. And you just pull one bone out, and
so
it's
there
like
is
a lollipop of
actually
meat.
a technique of...
Oh my goodness, yeah. I will show you. And it will change your life forever, because you then have what is technically a full mouthful of meat. But because it was cooked on the bone, you get more flavour, more tender meat. Not good if you're vegetarian.
I was going to say, next time we'll be talking strictly veggie.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, no, there are... I don't think they do any vegetarian options there, but they do exist. Vegetarian wings do exist.
They do them at A Canteen, don't they?
There you go, A Canteen.
I can't pronounce what they're made out of. SIE something. Sishan.
What are you trying... I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
I'm going to get this. No, it's... You know how, like, pulled pork, you can get jackfruit, can't you?
Okay, yeah.
Well, there's wings and a, like, meat alternative.
Okay, right, okay.
Which
Well,
is
you look
called
for that.
something.
Whilst I discuss wings. No, honestly, so there's your businesses. You've got the Garrison. You've got with the Wheat Sheaf, which is called... I've lost
Bull and
it.
Bird.
Bull and Bird. And they're both on Deliveroo. And, of course, Shwings on Deliveroo. They must be.
Don't know. See, Shwings, I know today's episode is all about businesses that have opened in the last 12 months. Shwings have been around beforehand, but we were on the subject of wings, and I just think they need a mention.
Yeah, 100%. They're the originator of wings in Chelmsford. They're the wing OGs.
The OG. I've found it. It's a protein, but I need to find out how you pronounce it.
Okay. Can you show me it? I might be able to pronounce it for you.
All right.
Trust me. Jodie eats loads of this stuff.
Does she? Is she vegan?
Pescatarian.
Right.
So yeah, just to put in there, Shwings are delivering, and you can get it on shwings.co.uk.
Amazing.
And collection as well. Excuse me. Are you going to show me? Sation.
Is it though?
Yeah. Sation is like...
I didn't realise this.
What's that?
Google pronounce things.
Oh, go on,
for
put it
you.
onto the mic.
Okay, ready?
Bottom of the phone.
Seitan.
It's not, it's Sation.
I'm going with Google over you.
Why?
Also, Satan. It's the devil's
Well, I
food.
didn't even see that one coming, if I'm honest with you. It's the devil's meat.
Seitan.
That's quite bad.
Satan.
It's not, it's Sation. Maybe that's why they're pronouncing it Sation. They've gone, what should we call it? And they've just gone, no, Satan. Sorry? The devil's meat.
The name Seitan is now widely used in vegetarian, vegan, whole food and macrobiotic circles for wheat gluten dishes.
Me and a friend of mine, obviously the missus is a pescatarian,
Yeah.
and a friend of mine is, he did a meat-free, Matty Warwick.
Meat-free one day?
He did a meat-free January.
Oh.
And is still continuing it, and he's smashing it out the park.
Really?
And he's got to the point now where he says himself, there are certain times where you don't even need to eat meat if he doesn't feel like he doesn't crave it. Anyway, I found a brand that I introduced to him, and it's called This Isn't. And they do This Isn't Chicken, This Isn't Bacon, This Isn't, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And their This Isn't Bacon is insane.
Really?
Like, how on earth a protein of some form, I can't remember which one it is, might be Satan, their protein tastes so much like bacon is crazy. I had a bacon sandwich made of it. Now, it's not the same as bacon if you eat it on its own.
Yeah.
Put it in a bacon sandwich the way that you would eat a bacon sandwich. Obviously, mine, very different. A little bit of butter the bread, ideally a fresh and crusty. And then I have brown and red sauce together.
Oh.
But that's my combo. Anyway, it tastes exactly like a bacon sandwich, but there's no pig in it.
Oh.
It's just Satan.
See, I think it's quite controversial that people talk about this a lot, don't they? If you give up meat, why are you still trying to eat things that taste like meat?
Yeah, no, there's somebody made an argument about that before, and I can't remember what it is now for the life of me. It drives me nuts. But I think it's not a case of I don't think I need to eat the flavour of meat. I think it's just been instilled in me.
Yeah,
And
I think that's true.
I've never known it any different.
Yeah.
But, there was another one. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, okay, so it was healthy food. If you try and eat healthily, why did you try and make it taste nice?
Good point.
It's because it's easier. That's the answer, I believe.
Easier to get your head round. It's
Easy
mind
to-
over matter, isn't
Yeah,
it?
100%. If you can find a product that has no harm against animals in any way, shape or form, yet is not the different, it is the norm in what flavours you have,
Yeah.
then that's the win-win. Because why does non-alcoholic beer exist?
True.
Because people,
Like the taste of beer.
100%. Non-alcoholic beer tastes nothing like beer. But
it not?
No,
I don't like beer,
okay,
so-
of course it does. It's closer than water. I think that's the plus side of it. Anyway, we still have another business to talk about.
Go on.
Oh, no, we haven't. No, that was all of them. Sorry, that was all of them. I want to give a special mention again.
Go on.
I know I mentioned them in the last podcast, but I do want to say them again. And that is the cafe in the park in Central Park.
You love Cafe in the Park, don't you?
I'll tell you for why. When we used to have our dog Marley,
Yeah.
they've put a picture up of him on the wall, and it melted our hearts. And also, it is the perfect place to go for a walk, grab a hot chocolate on the way, and have a little wander around. We've had a couple of business meetings in that way.
Yeah.
It's not the same as going to Moto Pizza with a sausage and broccoli pizza, but no, it's still great. It's still fantastic.
Much better for us.
100%. But the reason I mention them is because if you at home have any pet goods, anything for your dogs mainly, that you may not use anymore, more to the point that dogs don't use anymore, they're collecting for charity. So you can socially distancely drop them. I keep saying that.
Socially distancely.
I'm not really sure how to say it. So you can drop it off being socially distanced, but it's just too long-winded.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can turn up there, drop off the goods you don't use anymore, even if it's just towels. If you've got
Yeah.
some old towels, as long as they're clean, drop them off. They were given to dog shelters because, unfortunately, a lot of people thought it was a good idea to get a dog during lockdown when they weren't necessarily ready. Let's not get into that, but the service is there anyway. So, yeah, that's Central Park Cafe, so check them out. And grab yourself a Cadbury's hot chocolate away there. They've got a special Cadbury's hot chocolate, and it's called like a mud topping. So you get whipped cream and then broken up bits of flake, and it's unbelievable.
We are going to be busy doing a...
We're going to have to do a mukbang.
Sorry?
A mukbang. It's an eating video where you review food.
Oh, right.
It's a Jewish word, I believe.
Mukbang.
M-U-K-B-A-N-G.
Sounds like something on the McDonald's menu. I'll go for the mukbang meal, please.
Sounds very spicy. That's right. We are getting ever closer to Mother's Day.
We are indeed.
So, Next month. Also, might as well add in now, we are approximately just over 30 days until British summertime starts.
I needed to hear that.
Well, there you go. There it is. I've seen way too much snow recently. I absolutely adore snow, but once you've had snow, the after product of snow is annoying. Isn't it?
Yeah, it takes a while to
dissipate,
recover.
To melt away. And again, the salt on the floor is toxic for dog paws.
Is it?
If they lick it off their paws, it's bad for them. So if ever you see salt on the floor, try and pick your dog up.
This is interesting. That is educational because I went for a walk with a friend of mine the other day, and she was telling me that her poor little dog noticed that they burnt the paw.
Well, that would be from the salt.
Yeah. And
Do they know that?
Yes, now, because her husband said, have you been walking along the road and through some grit? And she said no, she'd taken him through like woodlands and stuff. But obviously at some point he's walked over something. Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
I don't know the full ingredients in it, but basically the salt when it hits any form of moisture dissolves. But because salt is the best way to get rid of ice or snow, they have something in the salt that it's treated with to make it stay there longer. Right. So if a dog stands on it, it won't lick it and it goes away. It will stay there just eating away at their paw, basically.
Oh, poor little dogs. I didn't know that.
Exactly. But anyway, that's just something to consider. Yes, so we're getting closer to Mother's Day, which is on March the 14th, and then March the 28th, 2 weeks after Mother's Day, is the start of British summertime. Can you believe it?
We are all so ready for summer.
Exactly. We can't wait. So, going back to Mother's Day, if there's anything that you think people should be doing, maybe you're a local independent business that has some offerings, whether it's afternoon teas. I know Plenty of Time Catering are doing that. I'm sure Fête are doing something. So let us know. Get in contact with us because we would like to talk about your product and what you're doing, especially if you're from Chelmsford. But yeah, that's all from us. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Will Richards.
And I've been Sara Tupper.
We have been Chelmsford for You's podcast, and we'll be back next Monday, and we'll catch you then. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic week.
Have a good week.
Love you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.